Welcome back to Headlines Now. Rejecting Human Resource Development Minister Kapil Sibbal's One Nation, One Test proposal, the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, has decided to conduct its own entrance test for the UG programs from next year. IIT Delhi is also likely to follow the Kanpur model and hold its own entrance test from the next academic year. In a resolution on Friday, IIT Kanpur's Senate slammed the proposed common entrance test and said the decision was academically and methodologically unsound and violation of the IIT Act is taking place. The students of IIT Kanpur have also strongly condemned the proposed common entrance test.
नहीं, सरकार बनाम इसलिए नहीं है, सरकार का उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है। देखिए, ऐसा है, आईआईटी के जो बोर्ड्स हैं, आईआईटी का जो स्ट्रक्चर है ऑटोनोमस है। इस ऑटोनोमस स्ट्रक्चर में उनको अधिकार है कि वो अपने फैसले लें, एडमिशन के लिए भी, एग्जामिनेशन सिस्टम के लिए भी, सारे सिस्टम्स के लिए। क्योंकि आईआईटी का पैटर्न शुरू से जब से आईआईटी बनाई गई है, उनको ऑटोनोमस बॉडीज के हिसाब से बनाया गया। इसलिए सरकार का इसमें बीच में कोई आने का मतलब नहीं है, न ये सरकार के खिलाफ कोई उनका फैसला है।
And the All India Faculty Federation has also seconded the resolution of IIT Kanpur Senate, saying IIT Kanpur will coordinate with other IITs on whether they would choose to join their admission process. The Faculty Federation will meet the Prime Minister on Tuesday over this issue. After reports that Team Anna member Shazia will be on the Prime Minister's press delegation to Rio de Janeiro, sources say the Foreign Ministry is actively carrying out a review exercise. Government sources say an application was received which requests Shazia's inclusion in the Prime Minister's press contingent, but no final decision has been taken on the composition of the press team. Perhaps the first instance of an anti-government crusader being entertained by the PMO, Shazia says she is representing her family newspaper. Just days of the plight over 90 inmates who had abused and sexually exploited at a shelter home in Rohtak was revealed, the Haryana government has sealed the shelter. A special investigation team of Haryana's police has sealed the home that ironically called Apna Ghar. The policemen have now been stationed there. The home, run by an NGO called Bharat Vikas Sangh, was raided by the police and the National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights in May. After 3 girls of the shelter escaped and reported the abuse to the Child Welfare Committee, while the opposition has been demanding a judicial probe into the incident. The Haryana government has formed a special probe team with no time frame to submit its finding. Dimple Yadav, wife of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Singh Yadav, was today declared elected unopposed from Kannauj Lok Sabha seat after 2 candidates in fray against her withdrew their nominations for the bypoll. The announcement was formally made this afternoon. 35-year-old Dimple Yadav would be the second woman to represent the constituency. Earlier in 1984, Sheila Dikshit, who is now the Delhi Chief Minister, was elected from Kannauj. The Congress had opted not to contest the election in Kannauj, saying that it did not field its candidate even in 2009 elections. And the BSP had decided to keep away from the bypoll, alleging the ruling party of continuing with its tradition of nepotism by fielding Dimple. The centre today filed a special leave petition in the Supreme Court to challenge Andhra Pradesh High Court order quashing 4.5 subquota for minorities with an OBC reservation in central education institutions and jobs, saying that the decision was based on religious grounds. Sources in the government said the HRD ministry is against the decision as the High Court judgment has put in quandary nearly 350 IIT aspirants who had been shortlisted in the provision. Minority Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid on Friday said the government would move the apex court in July. However, HRD Minister Kapil Sibal was learned to have discussed the issue and was of the view that the issue cannot be delayed as IIT counselling will take place on June 13 and admissions are also on for various universities. With his candidature for the president's post gaining momentum, Pranab Mukherjee today said no one can become president on his own wish and the Congress would decide on the issue. Finance Minister told reporters at his residence in Kolkata that he will rely on the Congress High Command's decision. UPA sources had yesterday said Congress President Sonia Gandhi is likely to make the announcement around June 15, probably a couple of days after the expected poll notification by the Election Commission. The Congress president's political advisor Ahmed Patel also had a meeting with Mr. Mukherjee at his North Block office yesterday. Sources said the Congress had already secured the support of key allies like DMK, NCP and the RLD who form the part of the government, and outside supporters like Samajwadi, BSP, another outside supporter, and UPA's second largest constituent, Trinamool Congress, are not expected to oppose the UPA's candidature.
রাষ্ট্রপতি তো ইচ্ছা করলে হতে পারে না পার্টি ঠিক করে নমিনেশন হবে ও সব যখন হবে তখন জানতেই পারবে ধন্যবাদ
As far as the president election is concerned, the honorable Congress president and prime minister, especially the Congress president, has been discussing with various political parties, our allies, and in fact the Sri Antony Ji, the honorable defense minister, came to Chennai. He had meeting with the honorable former chief minister of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Kalinjar. His views were heard. He conveyed it to Congress president. And Madam Gandhi had a discussion with Shri Sharad Pawar, the NCP leader, Ajit Singh, the leader of the Rashtriya Lok Dal, and also the TMC leader, Madam Mamata Banerjee. All our allies, they have talked to them. And now it is for the Congress president to decide who should be the candidate.
Sachin Tendulkar has reportedly refused to accept the government's bungalow offered to him in the national capital after he was sworn in as a Rajya Sabha MP. Reports suggest that the new parliamentarian has taken this decision because he does not want to burden the government and because he won't be able to spend much time in Delhi given his packed cricket schedule. Sachin has reportedly been offered a colonial-era bungalow in Delhi which has 5 bedrooms and large lawns. He has also been offered 24-hour security and 2 escort vehicles. The cricketer was sworn in as a member of the upper house earlier this week. More news and updates will follow after this break. Stay tuned.